Hey, what's up, guys? It's Timothy here. I know I haven't made very many videos recently. I've been quite busy with work and everything else. But I thought I stumbled upon something that was worth sharing today on the YouTube video. So everyone knows Aether Revolt does not come out until January. Well, pre-release is January 14th and 15th, and then comes out a week after that. It's the small set that follows up Kaladesh. Kaladesh has been an absolute blast. I have my gripes with it, but I think the set is well designed. I think it's really cool, and I think myself and everybody else is looking forward to Aether Revolt here. We haven't had any official spoilers, but I did stumble upon a couple leaks here, and I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of leaks. I think it kind of ruins the surprise of the set, but I am going to be showing you the promos for this set, so if it's not something you're interested in seeing, then you don't have to watch the rest of the video. So I'll be showing you the game day promos, the game day playmat, buy a box promo, and the release day promo here in just a second. Basically, we don't know very much about Aether Revolt yet, or its mechanics or anything like that. My guess is that, well, it's almost a surefire thing that energy will be back, since it's such a big thing in Kaladesh, and since it was something that's just been like lost in development for 10 years or so, just waiting for a place to shine, and this seems right. My guess is that Fabricate won't come back, but honestly, I don't really have a good basis for that. We pretty much know that Ajani is in the set, and that'll be confirmed here in a second. No, I'm not showing you Ajani, but should be proof enough. And we have art for Tezzeret, and Tezzeret's playing a big role in the set, so it's pretty likely that Tezzeret will be here as well. So my guess is that we'll have Ajani and Tezzeret as Planeswalkers in the next set. I believe that Saheeli will be back in some fashion, maybe not as a Planeswalker, but will be mentioned at least. I think there's some art on the advertisement tokens they put in the back of packs that shows Saheeli as part of the Aether Revolt here. But anyway, let's jump into what you came here to see. First thing I'm going to show you here is just all of the promos together. I stumbled on this on the internet. Can't confirm or say who took the pictures, but somebody who obviously has access to this sort of thing, and just really or spoiled or leaked the playmat and all of the promos for the set. So let's see if I can drag this up here real quick and show you everything together. Yes, it's a little blurry, but you get the point. So yeah, there's your playmat with Ajani. Like, awesome art for Ajani. Mono white, I don't know. It seems very unlikely that Ajani would be mono white, given that Gideon is still in standard, but there's not really a good basis for that. Like, for instance, there are multiple Nissas in standard right now and things of that nature. So Ajani could just be mono white, but from the past couple printings of Ajani, he's changed his color identity a couple times. He was white-green last that we saw him. Or maybe, I don't know, did M15 come out before Journey into Nyx? I don't remember. But anyway, you can see the promos here, and I can't really zoom into them too much, but I'm going to pull them up individually and talk about those cards. But yeah, this all looks really awesome here. The art on Ajani is fantastic, and you see, obviously, 2 game day promos. This is the buy a box promo, I believe. Or no, this guy, Quicksmith Rebel, is the buy a box promo, and Scrap Trawler is the release day promo. No, those two are backwards. What I just said, flip-flop those. But anyway, let's get as close to a look as possible as I can. Go and move this out of the way, and I'm going to pull up the very first promo here. This is the Uncommon Game Day promo. And yes, that's about as clear as the picture gets from where I pulled it up. But the name of the card is Trophy Mage. It looks like it costs 2 and a blue. The stats are a 2/2, and it is an uncommon human something. I'm assuming Artificer, but could be like Wizard or something like that. And basically, when it enters the battlefield, you get to search your library for an artifact with converted mana cost, I believe 3. Specifically 3, not 3 or lower. You reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck afterwards. So nothing like super crazy exciting. Just looking at this card, I'm not thinking like very many blue decks that want to fetch up 3 mana artifacts or anything like that. But it's the type of card, it's clearly a callback to like Trinket Mage. Not quite, not nearly as powerful as Trinket Mage, but as far as limited goes, it's probably a fantastic card. Goes and gets like Chief of the Foundry, whatever the other guy's name is, the 3/2, I don't know, whatever. But it just fetches up an artifact, so it essentially draws you a card, which is just fantastic and limited. and whether or not it has a home in Standard, or, you know, I highly doubt I'll see this in Modern, but if it has a home in Standard, completely depends on what 3-mana artifacts are currently out there and which ones we'll see in the set coming up, which actually we will see a 3-mana artifact here in just a second. And I don't know if this is hearkening to converted mana cost mattering or not, but it's possible, because 2 of these cards that we're about to see, actually 3 of these cards we're about to see, do care about converted mana cost. Now that I think about it, maybe that's a theme of the set. I didn't really make that connection here, but let's go ahead and knock little Trophy Mage off of the wall here. Go and close that down. No, I don't want to save. Yes, I'm using paint. Don't make fun of me. The next card I want to show you here, probably the most unexciting one because we can't read the full text. It is Quicksmith Rebel, and just to correct myself, it is the release day promo, release day promo. So if you participate in F&M, or, you know, some sort of weekend event, or whatever event your store holds to celebrate the release of a new set, you will get a free Quicksmith Rebel. And keep in mind, all these cards are altered art and everything. What we know is it is a 3 and a red human artificer. We don't know the power and toughness on it, or at least we can't make it out. And it says something to the effect of, when Quicksmith Rebel enters the battlefield, target artifact you control gains some sort of tap ability that deals damage. It might be something like, this creature deals damage equal to its converted mana cost to target creature or player. That seems very likely considering what all the other cards do here, but that's just a guess on my behalf. But anyway, I can't really speculate on that card too much until we really see what the full text is, right? And again, that's just a guess, so don't quote me on that. But if it is something like that, it seems like a decent effect. Again, for limited, being a 4-mana guy, like if it ends up just being like a 2/2 or 3/3, it may just not have what it takes to break Standard, or not break Standard, but break into Standard. But it is a rare, so it's possible, you know, this could end up being a 4/4 or something like that. Something pretty powerful. And it does have a sweet enter the battlefield trigger if you're in an artifact-based red deck, where you kind of get value out of it, even if it dies right away. So even if it is something like target artifact gains the ability to tap and basically hit something equal to its converted mana cost, like that's a good way to make use of your vehicles if you can't attack with them right away or something like that. I don't really know. So excited to see what this card does here. The last 2 I think are the most exciting. So I'll go and close this one down and pull up the artifact guy here. His name, or its name, or her name, you never know, is Trawler, and it is a 3-mana artifact. It is a construct, and I believe it is a 3/2. This is the Buy a Box promo, and it's really fuzzy to make out the text here, but I'm going to do my best. I believe it says, and correct me if you're wrong, you've seen these cards or whatever, if you're watching this video after it's officially spoiled or something. Whenever an artifact you control is sent to a graveyard, it could be any graveyard, your opponent's or your own, you may return an artifact with the same converted mana cost from your graveyard to your hand. And I didn't actually do my research before I made this video, so it might say exile the card. But I believe it is a May ability. So essentially, if a 3-mana artifact goes to the graveyard from your side of the field, then you get to put a 3-mana artifact from your graveyard into your hand. And it has to be another target, so you can't loop the card itself. But I assume there's some sort of exile clause in there. I may be wrong about that. But the card just seems incredible. Like, every time your creature dies, you're getting some sort of value. So this is really, like, persuading you to play almost nothing but artifacts. And the card you return, I'm not entirely sure whether or not it has to be an artifact, but you can see, like, this, the Trophy Mage, and the card we're about to see in a second, they all care about converted mana cost. So I don't know if that's a theme of Aether Revolt or not, but it's definitely shaping up to be, with, you know, 3 cards caring about artifacts. Not to mention, like I mentioned with the Trophy Mage, or the Trophy, whatever it is, Trawler is a 3-mana artifact, so this is, you know, the type of card that you would fetch up with the trophy guy, and then whenever it dies, you would get another 3-mana artifact back from your graveyard, or 3-mana card or creature, or whatever it is. I believe it says, I believe it's just a card, but I could be wrong about that. But anyway, the most exciting card here coming up, this coming up card is the Game Day Top 8 promo. It is really sick. Full art black card, introducing quite a few different things here. That card is, I'm going to butcher this name here, but I'll do my best. It's some, I don't know, Shadowborn name. Yahamni or Yamni or something along those lines. But Wise Expertise is 2 black and a black for a sorcery that says all creatures get -3/-3 until end of turn. And you may cast a card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. So, yeah, almost a Languish for pretty much the same cost of Languish that also lets you cast a free card from your hand. And boom, right? This card seems really incredible, and I'm going to go outside of my expertise in Limited. Like, yes, this card's very good in Limited. You're never passing it up. What this does is 4 mana for 7 mana worth of spells, one of which is a board wipe and is very good in Limited and Standard as well, with board wipes being kind of really narrow and not particularly fantastic in Standard at the moment. But in Limited, like, -3/-3 is already a really good effect that you'll probably first pick every time. Especially in black, because black is normally like where you get -2/-2s, and just -3/-3 is great. But the fact that you get to tack on an additional spell is really, really good. So I like that this is never a dead card. Like, you don't have to cast another spell from your hand, and it's already, you know, a decent effect. -3/-3 for 4 mana is pretty good. You know, it's no Languish, but it does what you want it to do. It'll kill off most little things while, you know, just narrowly avoiding some of the bigger things you want to kill. But that second clause is just insane. And, you know, this has potential modern applications, too. I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to start deck building or anything like that. But the fact that this card lets you cast, what are they called? Suspend cards. So you get to, like, play this, -3/-3 everything, and then just cast a free Ancestral Visions or, I don't know, Living End from your hand or something like that. Seems pretty insane. It's... as a couple of my friends have mentioned, it's a lot like Cascade, but you're basically cascading from your hand instead of cascading from your deck. So if you can set up your hand in a certain way, you know, you can just spend your 4th turn wiping the board and casting another spell. In Standard, this seems really good because it does what Black wants to be doing right now. If you're playing a Delirium-based deck or something like that, this does a pretty good job with Grimflayer and... maybe even Sylvan Advocate, or it kills the tokens, but Ishkanah survives this, so on and so forth. You get the point, right? A lot of Delirium's, green-black Delirium's threats survive this, and then a lot of their cards can actually be cast off this. Not to mention, like, if you ever just drop a Liliana after wiping the board, you get to tick it up immediately. Seems pretty insane. Like, this is an exceptionally strong card for Limited purposes. For Standard purposes, I have no doubt that it'll see play. And the fact that it has modern potential as well seems really intriguing. And the art is just fantastic. Not to mention there's some character names, so we'll probably get another legendary Shadowborn creature, kind of like Gonti. And everybody knows Gonti is fantastic. But anyway, that's all I have to share with you today. Again, if I'm not a huge fan of leaks. I don't love them. I would rather just see cards as they're spoiled when Wizards, you know, intentionally starts giving out designs. But since I already saw it and a bunch of people are going to see it sooner or later, I figured I would go ahead and just put the information out there. So if you're interested in these cards, let me know about them. If you think I'm missing something here, or in fact, if you can fill in the information on that red guy, the Quicksmith guy, I would really appreciate it. But I would love to hear your opinions about these cards. This is our very first look at Aether Revolt and what we're going to see out of it. None of the mechanics are actually spoiled here, but like I said, it looks like there's some sort of theme to mana cost. It might be just 3 mana cost specifically, but that seems unlikely. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. I know I haven't made too many videos very frequently, but I'm hoping to get back on the train here in a little bit. So like, comment, subscribe, especially comment, let me know what you think of these cards, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully there aren't too many more leaks here, but spoiler season is a good while away, so I'll take a little bit, but hopefully not too much gets spoiled here. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. My name is Tim, and I will see you all next time.